Hey y'all, and welcome to episode 113 of the Crazy Sock Lady podcast. My name is Kay, and this is my YouTube channel where I share all about my knitting and crocheting adventures. Today is Wednesday, August 12th, and goodness, I have a stack of works in progress back here to share with you. I can't wait to show you some of the socks that I have been working on and chat about a couple of fun things today. So you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as The Crazy Sock Lady, and we do have a group for this podcast on Ravelry. If you head over, or just head right down here, actually, not over, but right down here and below this video in the description box, you will find links to everywhere that you can find me, to the Ravelry group, links to shops that I chat about, project pages for patterns, all of that's going to be right there for you. So goodness, it is Wednesday morning. It is, I think it's almost 11 o'clock. Yep, almost 11 a.m. I normally don't record this late, and I normally do not have coffee this late in the morning, but whew, y'all, it's been a morning. It has been a morning. It's kind of been a whole week already, and it's only Wednesday. We'll chat about that in a little bit as we get into things. Nothing bad at all, but goodness, it's just been one of those weeks where it just feels like everything is like crammed in, and it's like, where did my day go? I will be working on something and then it's like, where did my whole day go? It's gone. So it's just been one of those weeks where it feels like I haven't gotten everything done because there's just so much to do, I think, that I just can't do it all. I'm only one person. Okay, drinking all the coffee as we go. But we have a lot to chat about today. Like I said, lots of works in progress, all socks but one. And no finished objects. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, we have a couple of prizes to chat about, or a prize for one of the knit-alongs, and then a giveaway for this episode. But first, the Ravelry group has some knit-alongs going on right now. We have the Stash Busters Cow that I am co-hosting with Julie from Twin Stitches Designs podcast. And then we also have the Summer Sock Camp, which runs until the end of this month. The Stash Busters is a year-long knit-along, so all of the knit-alongs will be linked below, and you can find out more information about those over on Ravelry. Now, the prizes are both pattern prizes, so I will put a picture up here for you guys of those. The first one is for Summer Sock Camp, and this is the There and Back Again socks, and this was donated by Dawn, so we have a copy of that to give away for Summer Sock Camp, so I'm very excited about that. It is such a pretty pattern. And then we have a pattern that was donated by Ash Christine for this episode, so we're going to do a giveaway. So the pattern is the Juliet, and it is such a cute headband. I'm definitely going to be making one because it is absolutely adorable, and I have been loving wearing headbands lately. So I will be making one of these for sure. But we're going to be giving away one copy of this pattern on this episode. So if you would just comment down below, let me know what color, if you have like a specific colorway that you would do it in, or just what color in general you would like to do this pattern in if you win the copy. So if you comment that down below, I will go through those comments before the next episode and draw a winner and announce it on the next episode. So that is it for administrative stuff. I'm going to set my notes aside here because I don't need them just right now. I feel like that was pretty quick for administrative stuff, but this whole episode may be a little quicker today. I am recording on a new camera. So I purchased a new camera last week, and there was this whole issue with it needed a firmware update, and something happened and it would not take the firmware update. Best Buy, where I got it from, they could not figure it out either. They were completely stumped because it's a very good camera. That they were like, that we've never seen this happen. I'm like, of course it happens to me. But so after a morning spent at Best Buy, I ended up just exchanging that camera for the one that I am on now. So I wanted to get a new camera for recording not only the podcast, but vlogs, tutorials. I am toying with the idea. Sorry, my computer is apparently not turned off, the noise. I am toying with the idea of doing a Patreon account. Let me know if that's something any of you would be interested in and what type of things you would like to see if I do a Patreon account. I've been thinking about it for a while. So I'm really toying with that idea of doing a Patreon. So I thought a camera was a good investment for what I'm doing anyways, and then if I am thinking of stepping things up a bit in that way. But when I recorded a vlog over the weekend to test out the camera, everything was going good. The quality was amazing. I did not think to transfer the files over and check the audio. It sounded fine on the camera, but when I watched it back on the computer, the audio was there was almost like there was a fan running in the background, or like when the air conditioning runs, I know that gets picked up, even just on my iPhone. So that's what it sounded like. And it wasn't the AC, because I was all throughout the house at all different times. But it was definitely just like a background noise. So I had to do some research and play with the audio settings. I'm actually trying out a microphone right now, so hopefully this goes well. It's one my boys had for when they stream. So I've ordered one that'll attach to the top of my camera that's really small. But for now, I'm hoping this will work and fix the audio. So I'm doing a little bit of probably a quicker podcast today. Maybe. Could end up not being that quick. Just to see how the audio is. And fingers crossed the audio is good. But that's kind of a backstory. And that's what a lot of my weekend was spent at Best Buy, getting that taken care of, and then just trying to figure out this new camera, because I do not do technology, and this camera does way more than I know how to do. So I feel like I will probably never use it to its full extent of what it could be used for, but that's okay. It's fine. Maybe someday I'll figure it all out. But I also was busy packaging up all of the orders from the update that happened on August 1st. So my knitting time has just been between figuring out all the new technology stuff and packaging orders. My knitting time has been down a little bit. I don't have any finished objects because I haven't even blocked Lily's cardigans. They still both need blocked. The reason that they are not blocked is because my office was being used to store everything from the update, and I had no floor space, and I block in here so that the dogs don't walk all over what's blocking, the cats don't mess with it. But I am almost done in here. I am so excited that things are arriving to everybody and seeing all the pictures that everybody's posting of their stuff. And I can't wait to have the floor space back in here to block. So hopefully all the orders will be out by Friday at the latest this week. And then hopefully by next week, I will have those sweaters, those cardigans blocked, and some finished objects to show you. But I do have works in progress because I have been knitting some. It's just not been what my normal knitting time is. But we will start with all of the socks first. So in my bag from Nanny's Attic Creations, cute little bee bag, I have the socks that I started for the 1 week sock challenge that's hosted by Julie of Twin Stitches Designs. And the yarn I'm using for this is by Lavender Mountain Yarns, and it's the Royal Collection number 4 is the colorway. It is a very dark purple, so pretty. I decided to do the Morning Coffee Socks pattern, which is one of my designs. So it's just a very subtle texture, and with this dark yarn you really can't see it that well. I have my camping themed Progress Keeper from Fangirl Fibers on here. They are so cute. So I'm almost done. I started the toe decreases last night. The heel is done. So close. I'm hoping to have that done today, actually. That would be wonderful. And I'm using US 1 2.25 millimeter Chow Goo with the red lace. And I cast on 64 stitches, the medium size, for this. So that is work in progress number 1. Oh, before I forget, because I talked about vlogging and there being a weird background noise, I think I didn't check the audio. I have that vlog on YouTube, but I did not make it public because it sounds like there's a fan or something in the background just when I'm talking. When there's music, the audio is fine. But I do have that up and I will link it below. I'm not going to put it public just because I know people have complained about the air conditioning noise before, so I feel like that would, you know, if you are bothered by a noise like that in the background, you may not want to watch this. So I'm not going to put it as public, but if you still want to watch it, I think it would definitely be worse with headphones on than just watching it without headphones. So a warning that the audio is, when I'm talking, it's a little off, but I will link it below. It's set as private, but you guys can follow that link and watch it if you want. So check that out if you are interested. Wanted to mention that before I forget. Okay, next work in progress I have in my bag from By the Lakeside. And these are a pair of socks for Eric that I am doing on Hiya Flyers. So I don't have a ton done on them. I'm using Knit Picks for this main collar. The heels, toes, and cuffs are just being done in scraps of gray and black, but this is Knit Picks Felici in the Treehouse colorway. And I have the heel flap done, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check, but I have not started the heel turn. So I need to get started on that. Still loving the Hiya Flyers. Like I said, my knitting time has just not quite been what it normally is, so these don't have a ton of progress. But there's the yarn. And for Eric's socks, I do US 1 2.25 millimeter needles, 64 stitches. All right, last sock work in progress is in a bag by Matterroot. And this pair of socks I started for Sock Week that is hosted by Natalie of the Knitty Natty, or I think it's Love and Stitches podcast, but she's Knitty Natty on Instagram. So the yarn I'm using for this is by Aunt Marie Makes. I'm pretty sure I showed this last time and said that it was an untitled self-striping. There was no name on it, but she did post that she does have the yarn and it does have the name Beach Bum now. It was unnamed when she sent it to me, but it is Beach Bum. Very pretty. I may not have shown this on the podcast. I can't recall if I did or not. I know I showed it on the vlog over the weekend, but I have done quite a bit on this. So I started this on a Saturday, or no, Sunday, because that was the cast on day. I started this on Sunday. I'm doing the Mahogany Run sock pattern, which is one of my designs. It's a very fun ribbed pattern with eyelets. And I have another one of the camp themed Progress Keepers from Fangirl Fibers. And the needles that I'm using for this one are my Signature Needle Arts DPNs. And US 1 2.25 millimeter needles and a size medium. 64 stitches is what I cast on. So that just leaves one last work in progress. It is my Beekeeper cardigan. And I have done quite a bit since the last time. You guys will have seen this. I have it in my bag from Fringe Supply Co. This is their town bag. And the yarn that I'm using is by Utopia Yarn in the Garnet colorway. It is their I think it's BFF base, I think is what it's called. And the Beekeeper cardigan is a pattern by Marie Green, Olive Knits. And let's see here. So here is the sweater. I hope that's showing. I have finished the first sleeve and I've started on the second. Still been doing my 30 minutes of sweater knitting every morning while I have my coffee, and it is going very well. It really helps me feel like I am making progress. I would try this on for you guys, but I have the air turned off and it's starting to get a little toasty in here. Out here in Arizona, it is not good when you turn your air off. So I've got it turned off so I don't hear all the noise because I'm right by the unit, the window. But yes, it's going very well. I love this stitch pattern. I love the feel of it, the squishiness that it creates. And I can't wait to be able to wear this eventually in cooler weather. I'm also drinking, well, it's not that warm anymore, but I probably need to be drinking iced coffee when I'm going to turn the air off like that because, whew, it's getting toasty. So that is it for works in progress. I have not received any yarn in the mail or anything like that to show. Oh, I did have, let me grab these really quickly. Okay, I did get a couple of things. One came in the mail and one a friend dropped off here, and I should have shown these earlier, partly because they're somewhat prizes, but I will show them really quickly. So the first one, let me get it out of the bag here. So the first couple of things my friend Pam dropped off yesterday, and she dropped these off so that I could use them as prizes or whatever I would like to do. So she dropped off 2 skeins of West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. And do they have, trying to see if they have colorways listed. I don't see anything. Maybe I'm just missing it. I don't know. Here are the numbers that are on the label for that one and then for this one. So she dropped these 2 off. And then she also gave me, this is Suburban Stitcher in the Uncommon Sense. It's on her sock base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Very pretty. And then Leading Men Fiber Arts in the Masquerade color. Another gorgeous one. And this one's on their Showstopper, which is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So she said to see if Wyatt wanted socks out of any of these, and then whatever he did not want socks out of to use for prizes. So I still need to chat with Wyatt about that, but whatever he does not want a pair of socks out of, I will be putting in the prize bin back here for future prizes for knit-alongs. Then I received a sweet package from a viewer who saw that I had been dipping my toe into cross-stitching again a little bit, and she was inspired to do some cross-stitching again, and she started watching Floss Tubes and realized that they are obsessed with project bags as well. So she made a couple of bags and sent them my way. She said to please keep one and then to use the other one for a giveaway. So here are the bags. And then each bag also has, she sent 2, and each bag also has these sweet little books for your needles. So cute. I have never had anything like this for cross stitch. I've never done it a ton, but I've never had anything like either of these. So this is adorable. So this is the one fabric that she sent, and then here's the other fabric. They're both the same style bag, just different fabrics. And that one has the little needle holder too. So since we're doing the pattern giveaway, I'm gonna save these for another episode to do a giveaway on. Maybe we'll do that next week. Just so we only have one going at a time, but I love those and I can't wait. My grandma's cross stitch that I'm doing is too big to fit in there, but I can't wait to start a smaller cross stitch and be able to hold everything in there. It makes me very excited. Excuse me, goodness. All right, so that pretty much wraps up today's episode. I think I've covered everything. Chatter. There's not been, other than what I already talked about with the camera and work stuff, packaging orders, that's kind of been all that's going on. School has started. That's what the boys are upstairs doing schoolwork right now. They're both set up in their separate rooms with their computers to do their schoolwork, and it's been going really well. They do not enjoy virtual learning. They would much rather be in school, but it's going well. They are really good kids. They have their moments about, where they will complain a little bit about it, but overall, they're doing good with it. They just miss their friends, which is an all-around thing for everybody right now, I think. So that's pretty typical and to be expected with everything going on. But they're doing well. It's going okay. I haven't had to stay on them too much about their schedule because theirs is 8:15 a.m. to 3. So they have classes they have to check in all day long, and then the teacher will teach them virtually through Zoom, and then they will have assignments that they have to complete or something where they won't be on the Zoom meeting at that time, but it's going okay. We've all kind of adjusted to a new routine, new schedule with them being back in school and being home doing school. It's been okay. That's about all there is to say about it. It's been okay. But I hope that you all are doing well. Thank you so much for watching this episode today, and I will see you guys again soon. Until then, happy knitting. Bye.